everyone, my name is Raihan Adriansa. I am student of BSU University in Tasikmalaya. It's already 1 year since Mr. Prabowo Subianto is Indonesia as president. During this 1 year's journey, many things happened, problems, drama, and also achievement. Like the demonstration, the free nutrition meal program that caused food poisoning cases among students, and Indonesia evolved to call for peace in Gaza on the world stage. And this is 1 year with President Prabowo. The full name, Prabowo Subianto Joyo Hadikusumo. He is born on October 17, 1951 in Jakarta. He studies at the American School in London, and he also graduates from the Indonesian Military Academy. Prabowo Subianto officially became the President of the Republic Indonesia on October 20th, 2024, and he leads this nation for the next 5 years. This is a big achievement from him after several failures in the previous presidential election. With a background as a former military officer, businessman, and also former Minister of Defense, he now becomes the 8th President of Indonesia. The people of Indonesia put a big hopes that Mr. Prabowo bring this country to a better direction, create equal justice, and fight against corruption. In his first year of leadership, several actions start to appear. One of them is the opening of the People's School as a form of concern for students who want to study but face economic difficulties, and also a step toward the vision of Golden Indonesia. We said that the free nutrition meal program, which is his campaign promise, start to run even in the middle of controversies. The fight against corruption also becomes more active as a commitment to fix the government system. Now, let's go into the first discussion. First, the increase of allowances. In 1 year of government controversies cannot be avoided. One of the most triggering issues is the increase of allowances for parliament members. This policy is considered inappropriate because the economic condition of the people is still difficult, and many citizens work hard just to fulfill their basic needs. Public angers become worse because some officials act arrogant and do not show empathy, which increases the emotional tension among society. And the big, massive demonstration happened in many regions of Indonesia, and unfortunately turned into anarchist action like burning facilities and looting official houses. In my opinion, the anger of the people is natural, because the increase of allowance does not match the reality of the citizens who struggle with low income. Meanwhile, officials seem to enjoy the facilities and power, even though their performance does not reflect big responsibility. Many officials also show unprofessional behavior at work. In several sudden inspections, some are seen playing, sleeping, or even gambling online. In fact, they should give a good example by avoiding negative behavior and supporting the fight against online gambling. Second, free nutrition meal program. The free nutrition meal program is one of President Prabowo's most popular campaign promise, and if official starts on October 6, 2025. The main goal is to make sure Indonesia children grow healthy with enough nutrition, and at the same time, create job becomes unemployment is still a big problem in Indonesia. However, even though the intention is good, some important things must be considered. The funding for this program needs a very large amount of money, so transparency and supervision are necessary to avoid misuse of budget or corruption. Lately, many cases of food poisoning from this program appear in several schools. The food that should be healthy instead becomes dangerous for children. We saw that the supervision of food quality, cooking process, tool hygiene, workers, and saving facilities is still not optimal. If one of these aspects does not meet the standards, the program should stop for evaluation to ensure the safety of the participants. But behind all of this, there is a touching side. Many students bring home the free nutrition food to share with their families. It becomes a proof that poverty in Indonesia still exists deeply, and many families struggle to get healthy meals every day. Third, the People's School. The People's School is one of programs that aim to help Indonesian children want to study but face economic difficulties. This program is designed so that education becomes more accessible, especially for people in remote areas or from poor families. With the People's School, it is expected that Indonesian children get a proper chance to study, increase their skills, and improve their knowledge in various fields. This program is also prepare This program is also part of preparing the young generation for the golden Indonesian vision. Even though it looks simple, the People's School carries a big message. Education is the right of all citizens, not only for those who can pay. Fourth, unemployment and layoff. Another problem in Indonesia this year is the high employment rate and the growing number of workers who lose their jobs. This happened because of several reasons such as many people are not ready to compete in the modern job market, the skills do not match what industry needs, there are not enough new job openings, especially for fresh graduates or people in small town and village. Technology also has a big effect. Many companies new use robots, machine, and artificial intelligence because they work faster and are more efficient. Because of this, some jobs that used to be done by humans are not replaced by machine or computer. We saw that future challenges are not only about giving people jobs, but also about improving the quality of human resource in Indonesia so they can compete in the digital and modern industrial era. 5. Indonesia on the global stage. Finally, we see Indonesia becoming more respected on the global stage. One important moment is when President Prabowo speaks at the United Nations General Assembly after a long time of Indonesia president not attending directly. And in his speech, President Prabowo firmly supports Palestine and calls for world peace. Indonesia also becomes more active in diplomacy. The government strengthens relations with many countries in politics, economy, defense, and humanitarian issues. This is part of the effort to make Indonesia not only a spectator but an important player in global affairs. Suggestion and hope. The government also needs to open more dialogue with the people so their voices and hurt and misunderstanding can be avoided. This way, public trust in the government in crisis, budget transparency must also be protected and monitored strictly to prevent misuse and corruption. President Prabowo's journey in leading Indonesia is still long and many challenges will come. But our hope is that new policies will support the people, bring justice, and make Indonesia live more peacefully and happy. Thank you for watching this video until the end. I'm sorry if there are words on opinion that are displeasing. Keep learning on our human because knowledge is a power that cannot be taken away. This is all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.